There we go. Facebook's trying to give me a hard time. In my YouTube, I have linked the Reality Report Gab, and in the Facebook, I've got linked all the TRR group. Now, if you enter the group, it's at your own risk, because in the group are lefties. They do report, so don't say anything stupid. And it should be a policy for everyone anyway, if you're online, not to say anything stupid. If you say any, for instance, if you're online, I've said this before, if you're online and you ever swear, you're giving them instant ammunition to get you banned. That's it, end of. Not so much on YouTube, but on Facebook, bang, that's a ban. If you swear, and if enough people report you anyway. It usually just takes one. So you have to be very careful. Can you give this a share, please? Mohammed says, will I come to Speaker's Corner to debate more regularly? I used to like Speaker's Corner. Hello, David. Motivate Radio popped in there on YouTube. Anyone that doesn't know, that's Davey Russell. He does brilliant shows on a Friday night. I don't think that Speaker's Corner has anything to gain out of it, Mohammed. You of England. Yeah, Mohammed, I don't think that Speaker's Corner has anything anymore. It's just a hotbed of hatred from all I see. It looks particularly anti-white. It's sort of an echo chamber. It's not the place that I have enjoyed a couple of times, so I don't see much of a purpose for it anymore. There's not a big range of opinions. It's quite a rich sort of place nowadays. So hopefully that answers my YouTube. There we go. Hello, Val. I've been quiet. Not particularly. I mean, I was live about an hour ago. Hello, Ricky. A lot of people coming in now. Paul, Danny, I'm on Facebook and YouTube, so I'm sorry if I miss any of the names that are saying hello. I'm just sort of going live to advertise a couple of the bits that are linked at the top of both of the live streams. At the Facebook live stream, we've got the old Facebook group, and on YouTube, we've got the Reality Report Gab, which we're going to set up a group on any day now. We're just being particularly lazy because we've got to pay for it, we've got to transfer things and what have you. We're just being particularly lazy about it, that's all. Please. See, I don't know why YouTube, I'm sorry it keeps stopping, but I keep clicking the screen because the comments will disappear and then it will stop the stream, then it'll have to reload it, so I do apologise about that. I can't get to any of my usual news sources because, mind you, can I? If I can do it on the laptop, I think I can. All the same, you've got members of the public just walking by, out and about today. I've had a couple of nice pub lunches actually. I've had a couple today, I can't lie. Nice big ice creams. I hope everyone's had a decent bank holiday, because I have. A couple of lay-ins. Steve's joined, Jamie's joined. Hello boys. Right, now some of the rules on that group, if you are going to join that group, and anyone on YouTube, all you do is type in the Reality Report on Facebook and you'll find the page and the group. Now, don't do anything homophobic, nothing uncouth in there, and you'll be okay. Lefties will report and report if they can. You have to understand, everyone starts blaming you, right, for their account getting banned because they're in your group. If you're going to go on Facebook and give them ammunition when you know it's a lefty platform, you unfortunately have no one to blame but yourself. I certainly sympathise with everyone who doesn't know that, but it takes very little to get banned. I got banned once for saying, I can't even say it because I could get banned again. Well, not me banned. I'm with someone who I have to use other accounts because I'm not allowed an account. Even when I make a flippant little comment, they'll ban my Facebook. I'm a bit flash today. I'm drinking glass water. Hello, Lee. That's all right, Mohammed. I've answered you before. I don't know if you heard. I like the Speaker's Corner, which has people that think they've spoken to aliens and all sorts of mad, hysterical conversations of various descriptions. It's become a little bit of an echo chamber there, and a bit of a battleground. It's a soap opera of beef, as far as I can see, and it's a shame. It really is a shame. I hope people are sharing this. Oh, that's why I've not been scrolling down. Sorry, everyone. Hello, Ross, Sally. Oh, thank you, Sally. Thank you. Your convo, Bob, killed me. Yeah, I had a convo with Bob, and Bob is a very good. He's a shaman, and a couple of times I said things which I felt were very difficult for him, but he must be entertaining for people to watch from his belief system, but I found it a little bit of a circus towards the end. I found it a little bit distasteful towards the end. I just thought it was a bit of a show, because he did say at one point, and he made some great points, I'm not just pointing out a point because I made a good point at this point. He said his black Christian brothers were more British than me for being Christian, because Christianity is embedded in British history and roots. I then said to him, if I went to Africa then and studied Kindoki witchcraft, would that make me more African than them? And he was forced in this situation to say yes. So there's a couple of things that, it was all about, did you hear that, my brothers, and things like this. It wasn't really between us, it was a theatrical thing for the people around. And I was a little bit disappointed in that, because he made great points, and I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm not going to take that away from him. St. George's Day tomorrow, people are coming in. Why do I have to scroll down on Facebook? Was glad you didn't deck it off that cliff the other day. Yeah, to be honest, I looked back at the picture of myself and Paul sitting on the cliff, and I thought, that's not the most intelligent thing you've ever done, mate. I could have just given away that cliff. What a stupid thing to have done. Don't do that, anyone. Why is it giving me this weird stuff? Right, go away. Right, yeah, that's what I want. I want my comments. But it's blocking the comments with this other thing on YouTube. Live chat, all messages are visible. Right, sweet. Okay. There we go, they're coming back in now. Vinnie, where is that bookshop you got kicked out of? That is... Where is that? It's about a 10-minute walk from Tottenham Court Road. It's about a 10-minute walk from Tottenham Court Road. I know it in my head which way it is, but I've forgotten the name of the road. It's not hard to find. Bookmarked Socialist Bookstore. We actually get a lot of stick for being labelled as the people that first went to the bookshop. I'm not belittling them in any way, but they did something entirely different to us. And a lot of people, because I think we had a good result from when we visited the bookshop, try and associate us with them in order to belittle the victory that we had. Because we didn't even get to the bookshop. People say, oh, we ransacked the bookshop. We didn't get anywhere near the bookshop. We only went to the bookshop months later, myself and another person, and someone filmed it from outside. But on the day, 5 of us went, and there was a hall down the road where there was a conference without, they said there was 500 in there. And that's where we was attacked. We didn't even get near the bookshop. So a lot of the rumours which you hear are rubbish. The only time I got near the bookshop was when I walked in and calmly asked them to, do they remember an attack that happened? To which I was told to leave, because obviously he knew who I was, the guy in the room next door. Then when I got back to edit it up, luckily I waited till the next day, because that evening the Socialist Bookshop said we was attacked again today. Right, and he made up this lies. We've got the video on my YouTube. Oh, I can't remember the title of it. So luckily I was able to put that quote in and then play our recording to show, no, this is the visit, this is how it went when we walked in. It was nothing like what you just said. It's an absolute lie. These people will lie. A Socialist Bookshop is your worst nightmare. That's what you need to worry about. The concept of everything that will go against society will be housed in that bookshop. So if you're a young person looking to be brainwashed, that's the perfect place for you to go and spend your money. The lodge bookmarks, right? Yeah, the address has been put in my YouTube comments for anyone that wishes to go and give them custom. I wouldn't personally give them any custom. Their books are pretty hateful. It's an interesting place. There's a lot of feminist stuff. I mean, as soon as I walked in, there was a picture of Hitler's face. You know, and the thing that I have to point out about the left is I don't see any of that symbology anywhere else than when they post it against who they deem as these people, right? So they'll label all righties or, you know, centre righties as Nazis. But the only ones I see it all the time is because I look at lefty feeds. That's where I'm seeing the racist symbology. And I genuinely think that they have a fixation and an admiration for that ideology. They love the symbolism because they use it all the time. Yes, it's a way of manipulating people into believing that it exists when it doesn't. But you know in your heart of hearts, you don't see that symbol on the right. You'd be very alarmed if you did. That's instant alarm bells if someone's got that sort of symbology going on. And we heavily condemn, you know, that sort of mentality. Whatever you want to call it, national social, whatever you want to call it, no good. It doesn't mean that you should be allowed to confuse yourselves with terminology such as the difference between white nationalism and white supremacy. So if you are a nationalist, it means you are pro your country and your you know, your nation. So if you are also a white nationalist, you will happen to be white, someone who is a nationalist. It's a very clever term to break down the idea of being allowed to be a certain thing, supporting a certain thing. So don't confuse white nationalists with white supremacists. Completely different things altogether. I think it's important that we all bear that in mind. Okay, yep, live chat, great. Why is this thing annoying me? Because your comments are coming up. Hello from Nova. Is Ross again? Oh, I've got to scroll down. Danny, you like the video of Paul falling off the tree? Anyone that hasn't seen that, go to the Reality Report Facebook page and scroll down a bit. You'll see it says, in any team, what's most important is trust or something like that, and you'll see Paul accidentally fall off a tree. That's all I'll say. He takes it well, Paul. He's funny. Anybody doesn't sit on the same side as the insane left, condemned by the left for being far right. The thing is as well, when people say to you, say you've got parents or colleagues or family members in general, anyone who says to you, it's all conspiracy, you're talking rubbish. Say, okay, why am I not allowed to say this sort of stuff in the workplace? Why am I not allowed to say this anywhere? Why, if I got a visit from social services or something like that, or probation or something, you'd have to go around all these hurdles to avoid that, if it's not something which is censored? Other things are not heavily censored. So if there's no conspiracy to keep it quiet, why is it being kept quiet? Otherwise, I dare you, and then the response is no, because I look like a crazy person for a day. No, you won't. That's the thing. If you go out and say something like, there's far too many people in this city, it's getting ridiculous, and therefore the original you know, culture is being completely decimated. Instant racism. instantly this person's going to be called out. If you're a conservative in the Conservative Party, how can you dream of saying anything? They will just hone in on you. I mean, look what Mog and people, in the end, you never know what they're really thinking. I love Mog, but I just don't know what he's thinking at the minute. Join Telegram as well, yeah. Hello, Jill. I am 46 and called racist my whole life. I've always argued I'm a nationalist. Yeah, I do feel sorry for people that, because I know the victimisation that's handed out to people for just using basic terminology. And if you've been trying to say it for years, there's not a lot you can teach people like that. They know all about the risks and subjugation that you're put through. You might think I'm exaggerating, but if you truly decide to start talking about things, even just the injustice of not being allowed to talk about things, you'll be victimised. End of. Without fail. Everyone you talk to who deeply cares about the country, if they've got a really good job, usually everything's done in whispers. They're usually saying, but I really have to be careful because of my job. And I say, I understand, I understand that, I'm just talking to you. Because it's universally known that you better not have conservative views. Especially if you're in any sort of music industry, any sort of artsy industry, you better not be a conservative. You're not going to survive. I mean, there are people in Hollywood that have come out as big whistleblowers. I'm not going to go big into the subject because I'm live on Facebook. And they have been shunned from Hollywood altogether. But how noble of them to come out and ruin their careers. And then you've got characters like Robert De Niro that sold their soul for a pack of Old Hoban a long time ago. And it's not on. I don't know why I got my headphones in. Can everyone please give this a share, just while I take this moment to get one of my cigarettes out and to create my activities. You may be thinking it's incredibly unprofessional to smoke on screen, but I've got more things to worry about personally, as I'm sure many of you do, than me smoking on screen. I'd ask for your permission, but I'd do it either way, I imagine. Hello, Vin. I've been delivering my... Now, this is one of them dangerous ones where you can start reading something out and at the end it's got the C word in it or something. Hello, Vin. I've been delivering my UKIP leaflet today as I'm standing for council, and 3 times a day people said, is that the racist party? Question mark, question mark, question mark. That was from Hugh Clinton. He's in the comments box on my YouTube. Hugh, I'm not shocked, if I'm honest. Not in the slightest. Because the thing is, the way it's portrayed, the way UKIP is portrayed, is so unjust. I'm not going to give my opinions on UKIP or who I do or don't vote for, if I even vote. But I will say the way UKIP is treated is disgusting. Where is the media on UKIP? Why are they not being asked questions? I myself don't have a lot of time to investigate them as much as I should. But why am I not seeing it all in the press? I'm usually looking at lefty stuff and you end up going mad looking at lefty stuff long enough. You genuinely go mad. Eventually you might start believing something, or you'll be sitting there, the waiter will come over and you'll be like, yeah, just soy please, just pure soy in a bowl please. And that's when people, like when someone goes undercover as a criminal and then they get addicted to it. That's what happened to me one day. If I keep looking at this feminist claptrap, one day I will just change my gender and lose my mind. Not anytime soon, so fear not. What's your thoughts on the lad that's been sent to jail fighting with the Kurds against ISIS? I think you're talking about Aidan James. I'll give my thoughts on that in a. No, I'll just get it out of the way now. I don't know enough on it. I've been told how important it is. I did look into it a little bit, but we've got so much on. We're needing to increase our inner core, if you like, to take on some of the workload. But I do know he's suffering, but I need to know the ins and outs properly. What was the other question I just saw? Did I go out among the the global warming people? That was basically the question. Wake Up UK have been taken off Facebook. Have they? Wake Up UK have been taken off Facebook. Wake Up UK are it's by a friend of mine, Jack I call him. He had the idea of getting a load of people who already had a bit of a following and just giving them all a slot on a radio show, if you like a podcast, and it just become well known because people tuned in for whoever they liked and learned about other people and what have you. So it's still on YouTube and other platforms, but I don't know if that's correct. I'll have to talk to him afterwards. Someone asked me if I went out among the... what are they called? What are these global warming people called? What are they called again? I don't want to read it. I don't want to read it. Extinction Rebellion. Extinction Rebellion, right? Now, I did speak to these people, but not since you've seen them. They was out about 3 weeks before that, when the day that I covered, there was a supposed suspicious package in a car at Westminster, and it's on my page if you scroll down far enough, where I was there live streaming the bombs car and what have you. But earlier that day, we saw something going on, so we pulled over at Oxford Circus, and there was police everywhere. There was vans everywhere. We've got the footage. We're yet to put it up. We should put it up. And as we were walking up the road, there was van after police van steaming across with their sirens on. And we're thinking, Jesus, what's going on? And as we're up there, they just keep coming. And when we get up there, there's about 100 global warming activists there, with about 200 police protecting them. You'll see it all in the footage. And then when we get to Westminster, we realise there's this supposed terrorist attack, but there's only about 15 unarmed police stood there protecting this so-called terrorist line. Where these meat wagons went, it was all a show, in my opinion. Unless they went to do the biggest drug bust ever on the planet. Where all these vans were going, I don't know. It was just a complete charade. Anyway, that was off topic. You asked if I went to see the Extinction Rebellion people. These people don't know what they're talking about. We did have a look at them, and it looks like there might be a connection to the Green Party. One of their leaders might be in the Green Party. I can't be sure on that. I'm pretty sure that's what we spoke about last night, but I'd have to check. If that is true, once again, we're seeing this socialist sort of thing, which is out to basically help lower society standards. You got police dancing with these people. I read today on another live stream whilst on, there's been 1,000 and I think it was 64 or something arrests. Now that completely and utterly dwarfs any DFLA or Conservative March arrest. I can imagine in the last couple of years that our figures come not we can't even fathom 1,000 arrests, right? But they're doing that, and the police are still dancing with them in the street. So what's the score? Why do they get the truncheons out and have the the intimidating police out when there's a Conservative march on? But anything else, which is on the other side of the political spectrum, it's treated with, it's treated with very soft gloves. Hang on, Wake Up UK, come on. I appealed to put me back on, and apologised. They put me back on and apologised. That came from Wake Up UK. So Wake Up UK is back on Facebook. Good job. Nice one. Can people on Facebook please give this a share? Because the purpose of the stream really is only to advertise what's at the top of both of the descriptions. So at the top of the YouTube there is the Reality Report Gab, and at the top of the Facebook is the old group, which has been around for a long time, but I just have neglected it a little bit. But the admins have looked after it. I haven't been doing anything on it. So we're going to bring it back into life, but join it at your own risk, because lefties will be on there. They will report you, and if you're going to post anything stupid, that's your fault, unfortunately. Yeah, Telegram as well. We're on Telegram. Like an idiot, I didn't go and get that link. If there's any admins watching, can you please get the link? That'd be brilliant. Oh, don't blame me if you can't be bothered. I don't know if it sounds like I'm in a tunnel to you lot, but there's aircon on. I'll turn it off. I'll have the power on. Just while I have my fag, and then we will probably wrap up. Like I said, there are people that are pure disease in that group, and don't be blaming anyone, because in every political group these people exist. And understand that as everyone's getting banned off Facebook, they've got more time to hone in on more places. So stop swearing on your Facebooks. Stop posting images which are going to get you banned or arrested. I don't know why you're doing it, and then you're getting shocked when you get banned. I just don't know why you're doing it. I can't see them posts. Oh, that was ages ago. I don't know what I was talking about at that point. Oh yeah, Christopher Hitchens was my hero, Hugh. Christopher Hitchens was my hero. Right, once again. Oh, there we go. If I click on that, it buggers off. What about Discord? What do you mean, Steve? What about Discord? Hello, Dawn. There is a Discord, but if people want to join, you have to be prepared to talk to us, and we have to know what they look like. Ah, 15% on my phone. So the stream's not going to last much longer. Oh, I've been on for half hour anyway. Been on for half hour talking absolute rubbish. How do I do that? How do I sit and talk such rubbish for such a long period? You can set one up for... Yeah, I know, Steve. We've got Discords. We've got a few Discords. But you have to be, if you're going to be on one of our Discords, you have to be prepared to show us who you are, for a matter of safety. So on my phone, I'm going to have to end that stream, and then I will remain, which is YouTube, and then I will remain on Facebook for a couple of minutes while I wrap up. But on YouTube, please go to the description, or the title rather, and that is Gab. That's where you'll find TRR Gab. I've got my own Gab, but it's just Vinnie_Sullivan. It's not difficult to find. Thank you very much from YouTube. Is this what I